Hello everyone, this is Sirisha. Today, my topic is about password management. The contents are password management, password vulnerabilities, password protection, selection strategies, and how to choose a good password. Password management. Since passwords are meant to keep the files and data secret and safe, so it prevents that the unauthorized access. The password management refers to the practices and set of rules or principles or standards that out must follow or at least try to seek help from in order to be a good or strong password and along with its storage and management for the future requirements. Password management is nothing but set of principles and practices followed by user while storing and managing passwords to protect the password from the unauthorized access. Password management. In password management, we have password vulnerabilities, password protection and selection strategies, and how to choose a good password. First one is password vulnerabilities. Vulnerabilities means weakness. Weakness. Weakness in password is arrived in two methods or two situations. First one is organization or end user vulnerabilities. And they are the weakness that has been managed by the end user or organization. So when user chooses a certain password, then weakness in the password will be present. First one is weakness, weak and easy to guess. So if the user chooses the weak password and if it is easy to guess and that password will be vulnerable to certain attacks. Rarely changed. Rarely changed means if the user rarely change its passwords then it will be a vulnerable password. And third one, reuse for many security points. If you have if you have many user IDs, many authentication mechanism other than one, then most of the user choice the single password for all the security mechanisms. So that will be considered as a vulnerability. And fourth one is written down in non-secure places. If the user or a person written down the password in non-secure place, then it will be vulnerable to certain attacks. So these are the situations in where the end user vulnerabilities will be called. And second one is technical vulnerabilities. So these will be a technical weak password. So first one is weak password encryption schemes. Most of the passwords are encrypted. No system will store the password in plain text. All the password will be encrypted and stored in the password in the disk. So if we use the weak password encryption scheme, password will be vulnerable. And second one is software that stores password in memory and easily accessed database. So many of the software stores password in main memory, that is our RAM, and if the password is stored in RAM, then it will be very easily accepted. So these type of situation may not be arrived. It will be called as technical vulnerabilities. And third one is end user application that display password on the screen while typing. So some of the application, the developers uncertainly the application will display the password on the screen, so that type of application should not be present. The type of vulnerability is called a technical vulnerability. And next one is password protection strategies. In password protection strategies, we can protect the passwords in four ways. The first one is user education. So we provide the particular training to the user. So many of the organization conduct the training program for the users to educate them. regarding passwords and how to secure passwords, that is user education. And computer generated password. Computer generated password means many of the system uses computer generated passwords. So in this scenario, uh, computer automatically generate passwords and that password will be used by the user. But problem with this system is computer generate computer generated random password. That random password will be very difficult for the users to remember. So many of the secure system uh, users to remember. So many of the secure system uses the computer generated password to protect the password. That is program generated password. Reactive password checking. So in this reactive password checking, the password and the authentication mechanism will be periodically checked for the weakness in this in the password. So if any user chooses the very easy or guessable password, the reactive password and checking mechanism will tell the user or the person to change the password immediately. Reactive password checking, the password authentication mechanism will be periodically check the weak password in the system, and if it founds any weak password, it will instruct user or person to change the password immediately. Last one is proactive password checking. So this the system which we are using today, all the systems uses the proactive password checking. So in the proactive password checking, before the users choose the password, that will be certain condition for the password. We are already faced these type of situations in the rare cases. So when we choose the password, the system will ask us to choose the password that is the greater than 8 characters, greater than and must include the capital letters, must include the small letters, must include the numbers and special characters. So these type of proactive password checking mechanism we are using today. uh, we are using these are the 4 password protections. If we use these 4 password strategies, then our password will be more stronger. And the last one is how to choose a good password. A secure password is one a hacker can't easily guess or crack using software tools, and one that is unique and complex. And second is do use two-factor authentication whenever possible. Two-factor authentication adds another layer of security to any account you may be logging into. When using two-factor authentications, you can choose two of 3 types of identification to provide. Third one is a password or a PIN number. A tangible item such as the last 4 digits of a credit card in your possession or a mobile device that a code can be sent to. And for fifth one, the part of you such as a fingerprint or a voice printer. Do you use a combination of uppercase and the lowercase letters, symbols, and numbers. Don't use commonly used passwords such as 12345 and the word password and the keyword type letters QW or ERTY or 111 or a word like a monkey. Don't give this type of passwords. Do make sure your user password are at least 8 characters long. The more characters and the symbols your passwords and contains, the more difficult they are to guess. Thank you.